of this B-52. Most people just ignore it. I like to go by it, walk around it. Office interiors on Griffiss Airport. And right behind them, if I remember correctly, is the Rome Sentinel Media Company. This is where the Rome Sentinel is. And right there, I believe, is the Aviation Maintenance School for Mohawk Valley Community College. And over there is the Air City Loft Apartments. You don't see any more of these newspaper boxes anywhere. Is this about I mean, they used to be all over the city. Got the maintenance garage. Pretty cool with the sun behind it. And the sign says, "Keep the hell out." No, actually it says, "Keep out." I'll see if I can get closer. In over here. They've been on Griffiss for quite a long time. I remember during air shows, when I was actually inside this aircraft hangar, and maybe I'm mistaken, but this aircraft hangar must have been air conditioned because it was cool on the inside, even with the doors wide open. Can imagine how much that cost. And this was back in the 80s, and outside of the hangar it would be over 100 degrees on the runway during the open house air show. So people were just stuffing themselves inside the hangar to cool off. Back then I didn't mind the heat at all. Nowadays well, take it this way, my rain jacket I'm wearing, it hasn't rained out yet, but I'm soaking wet from the inside out. The famous air traffic control tower. Everything I think is automated now, and it's operated by the Eastern Air Defense Sector of the U.S. Air Force, but there's nobody up in the control tower anymore. Maybe maintenance personnel, that's about it. And this is the building for the Griffiss International Airport and for the airport itself. Oneida County. That sky. This very powerful building clouds right here we're looking at, this is the Sovina Olive Oil Company. Now I do see trains going in and out of Griffiss every now and then. I don't know if Sylvina still uses the trains a lot. They got a lot of tanker cars right there on the tracks. But I think they more or less use the tractor trailers. And that sun is just killing me. But, and this is what I wanted to film. Whenever I say to people, somebody should buy the old gas station on Griffiss, they look at me like I'm out of my damn mind. What is he talking about? Old gas station. This is the old gas station on Griffiss. Right behind Sylvina. And this would be a perfect place for a truck stop, because you could open up this road right here so the Family Dollar truckers could get in here, and then you have the truckers for Sylvina and about a half dozen other businesses. I mean, turn this place into like a nice truck stop. Put a nice little diner in here, 24 hours. Couple gas pumps for diesel, and diesel only. We don't need gasoline and crap, just plain diesel. Put in maybe a natural gas pump, you know, for trucks that run on natural gas. Put a nice diner. Shut it right there. This is Collins Aerospace. C-O-L-L-I-N-S, Collins. Just in case you're curious what they do, you can look them up. I don't think they work just for one aerospace company. I think they build and manufacture for all. What the fuck? I'm going to take a ride over to the runway. I'm probably not supposed to, but again, that's Collins Aerospace. I'll see if I can get closer for a minute. And then I'm going to go on a private road that I'm not supposed to be on to get to the runway. I can still use coal. Pretty cool with the clouds. This used to be a Bernie bus. No, I don't think it's anything. I know that the railroad uses some of it. And I got about 20% memory left, so I'm saving this for last. I imagine the camping trailers down there are for the contractors, unless they're going to move in some sort of camping business.
KC-135. This is bigger than
the big fuel tanks right there used to be for the with the 416th Bomb Wing. And the engines are much, much bigger than the KC-135. I believe these are called KC-46 Night aircraft or something like that. This one comes from Niagara, New York. Buffalo, New York area. Can't think of the name of the air base down there. And in the background, the B-52 bomber from Barksdale Air Force Base. That is where all B-52 bombers currently operating are. And the B-52s are actually undergoing another, or soon to be, service life extension program, which will add about another 10 to 15 years to their airframes. So you're probably talking, maybe the year 2035, they'll retire the entire fleet of remaining B-52s. But when you consider that the first B-52 flew in what, 1956 maybe
This
sooner
must
than
really
that,
suck
maybe
to be a truck
1952.
driver.
Sometimes at night when I would
that
come in
is
here
a very
and
old
look
aircraft.
down
I think
from
the Air Force is
Sack Hill
keeping
right
them
up
there. All this would be just completely lined with tractor trailers. Well, effective immediately due to excessive littering, no parking. Extended or overnight trucks and or personal vehicles. You risk being ticketed or towed. Which is kind of sad. I mean, if they cleaned up their trash, or maybe if the city or Griffiss put some trash cans out here or a couple dumpsters and painted them like white or orange so people would actually see them, or yellow, there wouldn't be any littering. I forgot what this building is called. Can't think of it, but it's called. BAE Systems, the Kelberman Center of Excellence for Autism, and CUBRC. That's CUBRC. B as in Betty. BAE Systems has been on Griffiss for a long time. Actually, I think BAE has been here when the 416 Bombardment Wing was here. This is Atlantic Testing, Ben Realty, and Mohawk Valley Edge. Let's see what else we can see. This building right here used to be called Allion Technologies, A-L-I-O-N. I have no idea what it's called now. They change their name like twice a year. Huntington Ingalls Industries. This one is called Arc Field.